Wow. Wow, are you fucking serious? Okay, before I dive into this review, let me say a few things. I'm only on episode 483 right now, so if anything I say in this review has changed or if something is not true anymore by the end of this arc or later on in the series, please don't tell me, because I've had some problems with spoilers. Like, I was spoiled on quite a few things, and thankfully the fact that Ace dies was not one of them. At least I assume he's dead. I mean, in the title it said Ace dies on the battlefield, so I'm just assuming. But that may change, it may not, I don't know. Just don't tell me, please. Like, I was spoiled that Ace was the son of jbDAuchiha, and that wasn't that much of a big deal, simply because I kind of theorized that, so I feel really smart. But I was also spoiled that there's another brother named Sabo, and I believe Ace mentioned Sabo in his dying words. So I'm not sure if he is Ace's brother or Luffy's brother. I hope he's Ace's brother, so jbDAuchiha's bloodline can still be alive somewhere. But anyway, on to the actual review, which, please, no spoilers. I'm begging you guys. I don't want to be the guy that has to disable comments. And worst case scenario, I won't review any more arcs until I'm caught up with everything. And I really don't want to be that guy. So just work with me, please. Anyway, 483. This entire episode was just like a fuck you to like everyone's emotions. I legit teared up just seeing Luffy, man. Oh my god, just seeing him in denial the whole time, asking Ivan and the doctor dude, like, what are you talking about? Of course he can be helped. I was like, dog, Luffy, there's no way this guy can survive a giant molten fist through the chest. I'm like, damn, his organs were burned too. That's a very graphic detail, but I guess it had to be said to make us understand that there's no way this guy could be saved. But I was like, damn. The fact that, and I'm not saying that I'm glad Ace is dead, don't get me wrong, because I loved his character, man, and I really wanted to see more of him later on down the line. But the fact that this almost the entire arc was based around saving this guy, and he got saved at one point and still ended up dying, that's a very, very interesting concept. Like, that's a very welcome twist, because most anime, like, when a whole damn arc is about someone and they get rescued, they're usually safe, like they have plot protection. But Ace got no such thing, so I think that's a very welcome thing, especially in One Piece, because so far death has not been a very prominent thing, especially with the villains. I mean, they just get knocked the fuck out, and we all know no main characters have died yet. But seeing Ace die after this whole arc was about him, basically, I was like, wow. It really blew my mind. And I liked that it was very unexpected. Like I said, I'm not glad that Ace is dead, but the fact that they went through all this, I mean, Whitebeard, Luffy, and all the others are sacrificing so much just for this one guy, and so many of their people already died, and Ace dies anyway, I was like, what the fuck? But that's awesome in my opinion. Like I said, I will say it again for the Ace fans out there. I can already see you guys typing up a storm at me, cussing me out. I am not happy that he's dead. I love this character, but it's a very welcome twist to One Piece from what I experienced so far anyway. But I will say the reason that he died is bullshit in my opinion, because, I mean, his hot-headedness, no pun intended, is what got him in this situation in the first place. Like, he went after Blackbeard after everyone told him not to, and he was about to get executed for it. So I would think that he would have wisened up after that. I mean, like, the execution swords were like an inch from his head 2 times or 3 times, maybe, I forget. But he still listened to Akainu's words. He was talking down Whitebeard, and he paid the price for it. I mean, Ace jumped the gun yet again, let his hot-headedness, his wildness, whatever you want to call it, get the best of him, and he got killed for it. His luck finally ran out. So I think it really sucks that that's the same thing that got him in this mess, and he died from it. I was like, dude, you just got out of the situation. Like, you were just free not even 5 minutes ago, and you're going to do the same shit again. What he did with Akainu, listening to his bullshit words, is the exact same thing as him going to fight Blackbeard by himself. I was like, dude, come on, wisen up, man. You almost died, you got tortured, you were in prison. Your entire family, like Whitebeard and, you know, the rest of the Whitebeards and Luffy are out there dying for you, and you're going to do the same shit again. I was like, dude, that really, I'm not going to say it made me lose respect for this guy, but I'm like, dog, how how simple-minded can you be? I don't even think Luffy would have done that. But, I mean, just seeing that he didn't have anyone growing up besides Luffy and his grandpa, and he was questioning his life, saying that, do I really deserve to be alive? I mean, just asking himself that every day, that has to suck. And he didn't really have a happy ending either, so his whole life has been hell. And I really wish that he would have gotten some sort of closure at the end. I mean, granted, his entire family is there to like rescue him and whatnot. I guess you can argue it kind of gave him some closure, since he was going his entire life wondering, you know, if he really is a piece of shit. But seeing all these people coming to rescue him really warmed his heart at the end. He even said that, I actually want to live now. I found the answer that I've been looking for. But I mean, right after he got the answer, he died. So I'm like, if he did not listen to Akainu, if he just walked away and ran with the rest of the Whitebeards, he possibly could have survived this. I'm not sure if he would have died later, but the scenario in which he died, it would not have happened, because they would have kept running. He wouldn't have had to protect Luffy from the punch. He still would have been alive. So I was like, dog, why are you listening to this dude? Please do not turn around. You already got in trouble because of this shit. Just keep going. I can understand he wanted to like protect Whitebeard's name, but it's not that serious, dog. Words are just words. Just come back and whoop his ass another day. You're free now. You've been locked up for who knows how long, been starved. You just got out 5 minutes ago. Just keep on running. But no, he had to be the hot-headed dude he's always been, which I guess in a way is kind of admirable, since he's never changed. Like, I can say that about him. Regardless what he's been through, he never changed. But I'm not sure if that's for better or worse. I guess you could say worse since he's dead now. But Luffy's face, that howl at the end, oh my god. The feels, dog, it hit me right here, legit. And it just sucks to see that the Whitebeards, like the pirate side, have had way more losses than the Navy side. Like, no one important, I know this is a fucked up thing to say, but no one important over there died. But then again, I'm not done with the arc, so someone may. I hope Akainu gets his ass whooped. I hope Garp gets up and whoops his ass, or maybe even Whitebeard. But dog, Whitebeard teared up. I never thought I would see that dude cry. He is OP, but I'll get more into him and some other Whitebeards and some more when I actually review the arc. But I'm just reviewing this episode for right now. But I really hope Akainu gets his ass whooped. If anyone dies in this scenario, I hope it's him. But like I said, I mean, the Whitebeards and Luffy, they went in trying to get this dude. They suffered some losses. I mean, fucking Oars got his leg cut off. I'm not sure if he's dead or alive. He might be dead. He got fucked up really, really bad. But they've suffered so much. Whitebeard is on his last leg, so it seems, and Ace died. Like, they went through all this. They saved him. He stayed alive for 5 minutes, then he died. I think that's what pisses me off the most, is he saw his family struggling and people dying around him, but yet he wants to just trample all over their resolve by turning around and listening to what Akainu said. I mean, damn. I was like, fuck, man, don't turn around. Keep running, please. And I was like, dang. But Akainu, he's a smart dude. I'm not going to lie. I hate his guts, but he's a smart dude. Like, he turned one of Whitebeard's children, the guy that stabbed him, against him. So if anything else, this guy is a brilliant tactician, but in a messed up way. But they got what they wanted. Ace is dead. It sucks, man. I really wanted to see the brothers go off, because we really haven't seen them fight together besides this episode. I mean, there were some flashbacks, but they were kids and whatnot. But this episode, man, when they were fighting together, that shit was amazing. And I was also spoiled that Sabo gets his devil fruit power somehow. I'm not sure if the devil fruit gets reincarnated after the host dies or something. I don't know. But, I mean, that's the last spoiler I want, guys. Please, I'm begging you. But this episode was amazing, man. Full of the feels and his last words, man. I can actually see myself going back and watching this. Like, episodes I will go back and watch. I will go back and watch this. I will go back and watch the I Want to Live, Luffy versus Usopp, that amazing Gumu Gumu no Jet Gatling, the first one up against the leopard guy, I forget his name, Lucci, yeah, Lucci, and a few others I can't think of right now, but this right here is definitely one I can see. Like, whenever I just want to experience the feels, this is where I will go, because, I mean, god damn, like, Luffy his face, I cannot put into words exactly how his face made me feel, man. My heart is on the floor right now, man. That shit dropped. But I think I know how Luffy is going to react after he actually comes to the realization and accepts that Ace is dead. He's going to want to get stronger. I see that coming. At least I hope that's what happens, and I hope that's what the time skip is about. Like, he going to train with maybe a Whitebeard or someone for 2 years, and he learned how to control his Conqueror's Haki, because it seems like that's a very big deal. Like, it's the second time it was shown, and everybody was like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, even Aokiji was like, really? Why the fuck does this dude have this? And Whitebeard was even surprised. So I'm not exactly sure how powerful and what tier the Conqueror's Haki is in, but I'm pretty sure it's up there. So I want him to gain control of this. When he gets control of this, Logia combatants will be nothing to Luffy, and I cannot wait to see what awaits him in the new world and exactly how are the Straw Hats going to hook up, because they're all like spread out right now. But anyway, tell me what you guys thought about this episode. Like I said, it must be awkward that you guys have seen this years ago and I'm bringing up something from your past, but I guess it's like you're experiencing it again with me. So I appreciate you guys for staying along with the ride. But anyway, this has been jbDAuchiha. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.